All right, y'all. So today we are going to graph some cotangents. So think about cotangent. What does that go with? Well, cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. So as I think about tangent, that is res over run, y's over x, res over run, y's over x, res over run. So tangent is a slope, really. That's what I'm singing for you. And then cotangent is the reciprocal of that. So if we know that tangent is the rise over run, y's over x. Okay, so rise over run, that's why we sing songs, so that we can remember things later, right? So if cotangent is the reciprocal of that, that means that cotangent is the x's over the y's. All right, so over here I've drawn like a little wheel. It's the unit circle, and I have the pi's, the pi over 2's, and the pi over 4's, because those are the most helpful points in graphing a tangent or a cotangent. So first off, let's think about, let's start at 0 radians. Okay, at 0 radians, this point is 1, 0, yes? So the tangent of that is the y over x, so 0. However, if we think about the cotangent of this point, it's going to be the rise over run, y's over x. Okay, but then we turn that over. So x over y, which is 1 over 0. So the cotangent there is 1 over 0. Well, can you do that? You cannot, which means at the zeros, there's an asymptote. And then now think about, so where else is this going to be undefined? So cotangents have asymptotes where there's an undefined place. And I'm going to say it's going to be right here as well, because that would be negative 1, 0. So if you do the cotangent of that, the x's over y's, you get negative 1 over 0. Well, it's still undefined. So you have asymptotes at the pi's. That was terrible. Let's get rid of that. At the pi's. Okay, where's that? So 2 pi. And I can go backwards. So these are straight lines, right? They don't look straight, but I'm doing the best I can. Okay, so now I think about where would be the zeros? Well, the 0 would be right here, because that point at pi over 2, so the radians are pi over 2, the ordered pair is 0, 1. So the cotangent, x over 1, somebody's like yelling in my house. Hold on. Right, sorry, one child was yelling at the other to get out of the shower. So, welcome to making videos at night. Anyway, back to the story. Cotangent is the x over the y. So at the pi over 2's, do you see like the odd pi over 2's? We're going to have it's at 1. Now that's not the same. At the tangents, the 0, it's kind of the opposite. So like on the tangent, this blue part was where the zeros were, and the undefineds were at the pi over 2's. So really the cotangent just shifts over from the tangent. Okay, now let's think about, do you remember the tangents of all these, like, do you see in black I've got pi over 2, or square root 2 over 2, square root 2 over 2. So that means the tangent of this is 1. All of them are 1s, but this one's going to be negative because it's a negative x, positive y. And then this one down here is going to be a negative because it's positive x, negative y. Okay, now those are the tangents, and at the same time the cotangent reciprocals. Well, the reciprocal of 1 is 1, so like they stay the same, right? Okay, so this might look a little different from the tangents in that, okay, so this right here is pi over 4. So at the pi over 4, it's 1. Where's pi over 4? Pi over 4 is right here. And then at, where is it? This one right here. That's 3 pi over 4. At 3 pi over 4, it's negative 4. Ooh, that is like, even the graph is reciprocaled from the tangent. Because the tangent, I'm going to quick draw it in, the tangent like went like that. So it's reciprocaled and then flipped over. We're going to get rid of that because we're doing cotangent, not tangent. But It's shifted and reciprocal, like flipped over, reflected, let's say, over the x-axis. Okay, so this pattern is going to hold true. So there it is. Then it's just going to, the pattern will hold true. So think about for a second, what is my amplitude? Well, there isn't one because it doesn't turn up and down. The period, the whole graph happens within a pi. So you can see that best from 0 to pi to, in this one. For the tangent, it was like negative pi over 2 to positive pi over 2. Well, it's still pi that you're moving. So that is the basic of your cotangent graph.